everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I decided to transform myself into a skeleton girl. Instead of just doing the bones white, I decided to do kind of like a rainbow, and then I decided to go ahead and put glitter on top because everything is better with glitter, of course. The video today will basically be me doing this and then a voiceover explaining what I'm doing. A lot of it will be fast forwarded because it took me so long to do this that if I sat there and explained what I was doing in real time, it would be probably 4 or 5 hours of a video, and I know that's a little bit too long. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this look and would like to see how I created it, please keep on watching. Alright you guys, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is find a good reference picture of a skull. And then using that picture, you pretty much just want to copy the lines that you see on the skull directly onto your face, and obviously adjust any sizes or angles or anything that you need to do in order for it to fit your face. For this portion, I'm using the NYX Wonder Stick, which is also what Desi Perkins happens to use in her skull video, and that was definitely one of the many places I got the inspiration for my video from. I also got inspired by the movie VHS Viral and American Horror Story. Now I'm going to take these two bin nye color wheels and a spatula, and I'm basically going to use these two eyeshadow palettes I have in order to draw color inspiration from. So I decided I kind of wanted to do more of a pastel looking skull, so you're going to see that I mixed all of the different colors with white. So I would mix blue and white together for a pastel blue, I would mix green and white together for a pastel green, so on and so forth. As far as placement goes, just make sure that you are doing this colored portion of the skull where the white is in your reference skull picture, because we are going to go back in with black and do the negative space where the black is in the skull picture. But as far as the different shapes and sizes, I am basically haphazardly placing them on my face just so that the same color isn't super close to each other in two different spots. So I just spread them out a little bit and have them kind of just blend into each other a little bit, and don't worry too much about making this neat or even, because we are going to end up just blending it all out. So now I'm taking a damp beauty blender and I'm basically just going to blend out the edges where you can't really tell where one color stops and another starts. You want it to look a little bit like a watercolor painting and not so much like a camouflage print, if that makes sense. Once I finished blending it all out, I felt like the orange kind of disappeared a little bit more than I would have liked it to, so I did end up going over the orange spots again with some more of that bin nye paint. So this is a good chance to make any touch-ups you need to, and just make sure after you do blend it all out again. So now I'm going to take this bin nye black paint and the MAC 210 eyeliner brush, and I'm going to re-outline the skull now that we have everything all colored in. And don't worry about being too precise, because if you look at an actual skull, all of the cracks around the bone and edges around the bone, they're really uneven, so it looks kind of cool and intentional if you don't worry too much about having straight lines or keeping everything super neat, because it's not super neat. Remember how we used these palettes as the color inspiration for our skull paint? Well, now we are going to take the corresponding powder color on top of its matching face paint. This yellow is number 32 for Morphe. This pink is number 57 for Morphe. This purple is number 38 for Morphe. This orange is number 7 from Morphe. This green is Freak from the Urban Decay Electric palette. And this blue is number 45 from Morphe. Now I'm jumping back in with the black from Ben Nye and this 195 brush from MAC, and I'm filling in everywhere the black goes. Make sure to use a brush with a flat edge to it to keep your lines clean and crisp. Throughout the makeup, you will see me touching up these black eye sockets rather frequently, because even after adding powder, the black paint continued to crease around my eyelids. So just a heads up. Next, you'll want to use a super pigmented black eyeshadow. I'm taking Fashionista from the Tartelette palette and set all of the black face paint we previously laid down. This will help it from moving around and also makes the black a little more matte, which I really liked. Also, make sure to tap off the excess every time you pick up more shadow. Otherwise, there will be fallout. And on light colors, it'll be super visible and really hard to clean up. Next, I'm picking up my MAC 210 eyeliner brush again, and I'm going to do some fine detailing with it. Using a skull reference picture helped me figure out which spots would look the most realistic, so I definitely recommend that. Also, I found making faces and using my own natural lines and wrinkles to enhance helped make the skull also appear a lot more realistic looking. Using the IT Cosmetics 326 brush and my white midnight paint, I'm going to create some teeth. Using the same reference picture definitely helped me with where to place these and how big to make them. I used my NYX Wonder Stick again and made a line from the corners of my mouth outward so that the teeth would be in the correct spot for my face shape. Using white directly on top of black paint made those teeth look a little gray, so I ended up going over them a couple times, which helped a little bit, but in the end it really wasn't all that noticeable anyways. Back in with the MAC eyeliner brush, I used the black paint to line in between the teeth. And then you want to continue that black up into what would be the gums of the skull. And here you can see I start to extend the teeth up even higher into little points, which I end up doing off camera for all of the teeth, including the molars. So you can go ahead and do that at this point if you would like. And at this point I realized my bottom teeth were way too big, so I went ahead and divided them into halves using black paint and that same eyeliner brush. Now I'm going to do some detailing and shading with the midnight white paint, and I use that same reference picture to see where the white looks most realistic in the skull, but I also used my own judgment on where I thought the white highlight would look the most natural. I also wanted to create some realistic looking shadows, so I used an eyeliner brush to trace the top of the jaw, and then I made these little lines which I ended up blending out with a big fluffy blending brush, and I ended up doing the same thing along the cheekbone as well as on the other side of my face. To make sure there were no harsh lines, I went ahead and used a small blending brush to blend out my brow wrinkles, and I also created and blended out some lines around my eye sockets as well. At this point I realized the makeup was definitely missing something, and when does glitter not make something a million times more magical? So I went ahead and topped all of the colors with their corresponding glitter counterpart. This blue is Sovereign Sapphire by Star Crushed Minerals, and this yellow is called Acid Queen, also from Star Crushed Minerals. This one is I Pink I'm in Love by Star Crushed Minerals. This orange is called 24 Carat from Star Crushed Minerals. This purple is definitely my favorite. It is called Dream On, and you guessed it, from Star Crushed Minerals. And last but not least, we have the green glitter called Apple Teeny, and this one is actually from LA Splash. Then some last minute touch-ups. Then, to complete the look, I went to add a wig. However, after looking in the mirror, I decided something was definitely missing, so I decided to add a skeleton body to the skeleton skull. This was really simple. I just pulled up a photo of a human skeleton and used that as my reference to roughly sketch, with my NYX Wonder Stick, of course, a neck to a collarbone, and the beginning of a rib cage. And then I started to paint it. And then sadly, my camera died. Alright you guys, so my camera died while I was doing the bones and collarbones and neck and everything. Honestly, it was really easy. You guys saw me outline it, and then I just went ahead and filled in the outlines with white paint, and then all of the negative space I just filled in with black. And it's a little bit messy, but the focal point is supposed to be the face, so I was like, that's okay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was easy for you guys to follow along. If you did enjoy it, definitely leave me a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and would like to see more stuff like this, feel free to subscribe, only if you would like to. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments, if you thought that this is something you yourself could achieve, or if it was a little too complicated, or if you would like to see something that's even more advanced. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know any suggestions for future videos. If you guys like stuff like this, please do let me know. I know I've been doing a lot of scary stories lately, so this is something a little bit different. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. I love you guys. Bye.